Hello, everybody. It's live on KEXP, and I'm your host, Troy Nelson from listener-powered independent 90.3 FM KEXP in Seattle and 92.7 in San Francisco, and we are streaming 24/7 at kexp.org and our free mobile apps. And these live performances are made possible by people just like you. So thank you so much for supporting KEXP. Well, we've been waiting for this one for a while, and we are excited to have Blondshell in the KEXP studios. And if you are all ready, let's do this. Awesome. You are listening to Blondshell, live on KEXP.
I'm walking the wrong way down the carpeted hotel hallway. Listening to you always, all with my head down through the Carolinas, like I'm 16. 'Cause part of me never left her in 2012. Part of me still getting all of my haircuts for someone else. I said, alright, that's enough. Then I turned to my friend and she just got me higher. This sign said, don't forget to always take the stairs in the event of a fire. What if I'm burnt out? What if I'm burnt out? We're passing New Jersey's Tony Soprano Memorial Center, and it feels like the morning we went to the car, and I followed him on a tether like I'm 16. Part of me really left her, she was never found. Part of me still sits at home in a panic over 15 pounds. I said, alright, that's enough. Then I turned to my friend and she just said, you're a liar. You're gonna feel ashamed, it's just part of the deal. It's the remorse of a fire. What if I'm burnt out? 'Cause it didn't grow up and it spilled over. Now I'm left open when I'm in love, and my heart's broken when no one heard it, when no one heard it. Buying crystals, Haley's Comet, you can't give them what they want. It's not so easy to forget. Look around, just look ahead. One long minute, can't stop coughing. Fitting into something small is not the same with bigger bones. He's so sweet when my legs close. I can't make everyone mine, but I can pass out as I try. Pin me down with styrofoam. Cut out one single mouth hole for air. For air. For air. Cut out one single mouth hole for air.
We are live in the KEXP live room with the one and only Blondshell. Didn't think about anything else. I liked having someone to call, but I started taking my shirt off and facing the wall. And he said something about it one time.
stop drinking, maybe I could find you attractive. Maybe I could let you have it, and it happened. I asked him why he had these feelings. He said you're this and that don't really hurt. And I think he really meant it. And now I'm wondering if I should let tell my sister we're together. She knows about that fight, remember? You got scared and changed your voice. Turned from man to a boy. Turned back though, stayed mad though, 'cause I always go back and forth. The spinal cord, a little pull. It's heroin I'm giving it, taking it off, taking it off, taking it off of the table. Letting him in, why don't the good ones love me? Watching him fall, watching him go right in front of me. Letting him in, why don't the good ones love me? Watching him fall, watching him go right in front of me.
Wonderful. It is Blondshell live on KEXP playing songs from the new album called If You Asked for a Picture. And that song right there, I have to thank you for that song called TNA because when I first played that song here on the radio, we, of course, get text messages from listeners, right? But our texting system is set up in a way where if somebody uses a bad word, they get kicked off the texting thread for a while. So I jokingly said on the radio, I said, here's a new song from Blondshell. It's called TNA. I'm not sure what that stands for, but here you go. And our texting thread lit up and people just getting blocked.
They're like, here you go. This is what it was.
Yeah, exactly. So once again, thank you for taking the time to do this. No, it was hilarious. Thank you for taking the time to do this today.
Thanks for having us. This is so fun. We
Awesome.
actually all love KEXP, and we're stoked to do this.
Oh, that's so cool. So it's only your second album, and even though your two records aren't very far apart time-wise, I feel like there's been a huge growth in this short period of time, because with your first record, you're hanging out at the Black Cat and writing these songs that end up on your debut. What was different this time around when writing these songs for the new album?
Well, I had a lot more clarity. That's for one thing. I think the first record was really about kind of two things, like dating and addiction. And that was sort of what the whole record was about. And I think my experience around that time was clouded by those two things. And my life just looks so different now that it's not like, oh, I don't have, like people always ask this question that's like, oh, when you get sober as a writer, is it impossible to write? And honestly, the bottom line is I just got clarity on the rest of my life. So like, walking down the street and having an experience that I now am able to write about because I have that kind of I don't know, it's just available. Things are available to me. So I think this record felt like it has more scope, and it feels like the first record was really black and white. I love you or I hate you. This is terrible or this is great. And this record is really about the nuance and the gray areas and trying to be comfortable in gray areas.
Love that. And I can hear that as a listener. And one thing that remained the same is that you worked with Yves Rothman again and creating the demos at Yves' studio, and then again going into Sunset Sound to do the real tracking. Can you tell us what it's like to work with Yves and what is special about Sunset Sound?
Well, I love Yves. I've known him for years. And I think for me, making this type of music, it would be hard to do it with somebody that I didn't really trust or feel like I had a personal relationship with.
Right.
And I think also we just like have a shorthand. So it was really great to work with him again and be like, let's pick up from where we left off. And that was sort of part of the plan with making this record. The first song on this album, Thumbtack, is like, I wrote it right at the end of recording the first album. So literally there is no big gap.
Right.
And it felt important to both of us to have that continuity in the band that we tracked with, the studio that we tracked at, a sort of similar timeline. I think for some artists it's great, but for me, it wouldn't have made sense to be like, and here's my second album, I'm a new person now.
Right.
Because
exactly.
I'm not. It's like the same stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've already had some wonderful high points with this project, and I know that there's more to come. But can you tell us what it was like to play Glastonbury?
It was amazing.
I can only imagine.
It was amazing. It was just like a lot of adrenaline, and it's just such an iconic place. And I've seen pictures of it for so long, and then you get there and you actually see all the flags. Someone had a California flag for us.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it just felt really big. It felt like not just in the number of people that were there. It just felt like a big moment for us. We played so many shows. I played for years and years and years in LA. So then to get to do that felt really special.
Yeah. Any other bucket list places you would like to play, or festivals or countries you'd like to go to? What's high up on that bucket list?
Well, I've lived in LA for 10 years, and the venue that was my local venue is the Fonda, and then we just played there 3 days ago, and that was my dream for a really long time.
Awesome.
And I grew up in New York City. I used to walk by Radio City all the time, and when I was a little kid, I was like, I want to play at Radio City. So that's kind of my big life dream.
So that's next.
Well,
Well,
it may take some time, but that's the plan.
we're putting it out there in the universe so
Yes.
that we can manifest that, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, once again, thank you for these two fantastic records, and we can't wait to hear more, new music from Blondshell in the future. But we appreciate you coming by the KEXP studios, and we hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Once again, you all have been listening to Blondshell live on KEXP.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.